If you're using GenAI activities or agents in UiPath, you want to make sure that personally identifiable information, or PII, is not sent outside the UiPath ecosystem to external LLMs, as that could pose a risk. Luckily, the LLM gateway in the UiPath platform takes care of that for us if it's enabled. In this short video, I'll show you how to do that. So here we are inside my platform. I have absolutely nothing pre-built in here. The first thing I want to do is I want to go into the admin section. And then I want to go into AI Trust Layer. And this is where you can build this AI governance, which is really what we're talking about. This is also where you can see the log files that will show you if any PII was sent to the LLMs. And hopefully we'll prevent that by implementing some AI governance. The first thing, though, we want to do is to build a simple automation. I'll just go into Studio Web. And I don't have any projects, so I'll create a new RPA workflow. The RPA workflow will include just a couple of activities. The first one is going to be translate some text. So this will actually call an external LLM in order to translate some text. And we want it to translate text. We just don't want it to send any of this personally identifiable information out to the LLM. So we'll add that. The first thing then we'll need to do is we'll need to create a connection to the GenAI activities. I'll just click connection here. I will then select my shared folder, click connect, and that will create a connection so that we can use these GenAI activities. As soon as that connection is established, then I can enter the text that I want to have translated, and I'll paste in some text that I prepared. And let's just quickly run through that text. So it says, John M. Carter called yesterday to confirm that his application was processed under Social Security number 123456789. He also mentioned issues with his credit card, and then the number of the credit card, showing strange charges from his home IP address of 203.0.113.42. I sent him a link to the support page and then a URL so he can upload the screenshots. This is just some fictional text that I had ChatGPT build for me. But this contains what we call PII. So a URL could be something that is sensitive. We don't want to have sent to the LLM. An IP address is, a credit card certainly is, and also a social security number and the name of the person. These are things that we don't want to send to an LLM. So this is the text we want to translate. We'll translate it into, let's pick Finnish. Finnish is not my first language, but let's just try that. And then that will then output that translated text into a variable called translated text. We're just going to log that. And select that. So it will be logged in our output panel over here on the right. So let's try and run this little automation. And it takes just a few moments, and then we should see that what was an English text has now been translated into Finnish. We can see all of the sensitive information in there, and that's okay. We're just in the debug mode here. But if we go back to where we were before, the AI Trust Layer, and look at the audit log, do a refresh, we won't necessarily see anything here. So we'll just have to wait a few minutes for that to sort of be processed. And now we can see we actually have a log entry here. And if we click it, it'll just take a second for it to load. We can see here that the input and output is not yet available. It says down here in the PII status, no PII or PHI, which is personal health information, I believe, has been masked. So we will just close this again and just wait a few minutes for it to be completely updated. And let's try it again. And now we can see that the input text here and the output text, we have the input text in English and we have the output in Finnish. And now let's try and enable PII filtering so that this stuff is not sent to the LLM for translation. So what we do is we go over to AI governance here. We could also go into automation ops which is basically the same thing. But here I can add a policy, and that will actually send me to Automation Ops if you're familiar with that product. Basically, what you can do here is you can enable different features in what's called a policy, and then you can apply that policy to either a tenant or a folder or a user so that that policy is enforced for that scope, so to speak. So we'll give it a policy name here, and we are just going to call it filtering test. And then in feature toggles, we can go down here and we can say that we want to enable in-flight PII masking. And we will do it for both autonomous agents. We're not building that here, but we'll also do it for the GenAI activities. And then we can see here that long list of different things that would be filtered if they appear in anything that is sent to the LLM. So I'll click Save. And then in order to apply this policy, we'll go to Deployment. And then we can say that for this entire tenant, we'll just click the default tenant. We're going to apply to the AI Trust Layer product. We're going to apply the filtering test policy and click Save. So now if we run the same automation again, we should see a different, not a different result, but we should see a different log entry in that audit log. So let's go back to our automation over here. We're going to run the exact same automation again. And I have to admit, I just actually switched the language to Danish because I did not understand a word of what the Finnish translation said. But now I've run it again, and we can see here that it says down in the translated text, John M. Carter called. All of the information that we saw before is still in there: the credit card number, the social security number, the URL, the home IP address, and things like that. That is all present in the translated text. So it looks like that came back from the LLM. But if we go into the log here and do a refresh, what we get back from the LLM says person and then called, and then there was a date time to confirm that blah, blah, blah. The social security number is then replaced by this tag called US social security number -1. He could also see that there's a credit card tag here that replaces the credit card, and so on and so forth. And what happens is that when things are sent to the LLM, all of that sensitive information is removed by the LLM gateway and replaced by tags. Then the request is sent out to the LLM, and when the request comes back, what they do is what they call rehydration, where they take the tags or the values that they replaced with tags, and then they put in the real values again. And that's what we saw in the automation, the real IP address and things like that. So this is quite simple actually to enable this. And I know that there are more things on the way, so you can also do PII filtering on coded agents and autopilot and stuff like that. So this was just a quick one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.